Welcome back everyone. It's been a minute since we talked about the iPhone 6, but this phone in actually its own right is pretty impressive still in 2021. Now I've reviewed this thing, I've compared this thing, I've talked about this thing a lot, and something about the iPhone 6 just keeps me drawing back to it. This phone came out in 2014, which was quite a bit of time ago, and this was a pretty big leap, I would say, from the previous generation in a visual standpoint, even though, internally it had very little differences between the iPhone 5S and the iPhone 6, and that's never been more apparent than even today. This year, the iPhone 6 has still gotten updates, even though the software it's on has technically been unsupported for like 3 years now. We're already on iOS 15. iOS 12 came out 2-3 years ago. So the fact that we're still getting support on a phone that came out in 2014 is crazy. The iPhone 5S is even crazier, but more people ended up buying the iPhone 6 than really a majority of other iPhones. I mean, this thing was one of the best-selling phones of all time. This and the iPhone 6 Plus, which is super impressive in and of itself. In this day and age, you don't really see too many people using the iPhone 6, at least that's what I think. But there is no way Apple would continue to push security updates and update after update for the iPhone 6 and even the iPhone 5S if these phones weren't being used by anyone. They have all that data that shows how many people are using which specific version of software, and there's still a group of people out there who are still using iOS 12 on their iPhone 6 and iPhone 5S. So it's pretty insane that the iPhone 6 is still continuing to get support even we're so many years past its life cycle. And on top of that, there's actually been times where iOS 14, which is the latest version of software right now, actually didn't get an update on that specific week, but iOS 12 ended up getting an update like iOS 12.4.3 or 12.4.5 or whatever it was. That's pretty insane that this phone is still getting those type of updates so many years after it's officially been out, which makes me think that potentially in the future, this is how Apple's going to push their updates. They're going to have 2 simultaneous updates. So iOS 14 will continue to get updates and iOS 15 will continue to get updates. And because of the way they change their general settings in the software update panel, you can have an iPhone 10 that's on iOS 14.9 and while iOS 15 is coming out. So we're probably at the end of the life cycle of the iPhone 6 officially, even with security updates, but it's pretty impressive that the iPhone 6 was able to last this long while being somewhat of an outdated phone. It's missed out on iOS 13 features, iOS 14 features, and now iOS 15 features, yet it's still getting software support. Apple has pushed teams around. Apple has teams in place to pretty much fix problems with iOS 12, which is pretty impressive in and of itself. So that's pretty much it. I like the iPhone 6. I love this phone. Although it wasn't perfect and it had a lot of problems when it first came out, it's a pretty impressive device and I'm still in love with it. I still like it and I have nothing but respect for this phone. So that's pretty much it. If you guys have any other questions or anything like that, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.